Check. Cool. All right. Hey, everybody. Yeah. I don't really know how to start this other than, I started making content a while ago off and on. And I never really, shared who I am, and I wanted to do that. So my name is Josh. I just graduated, I did an online production course that lasted a year, and I just graduated from that. Still didn't even get the package yet. It's pretty recent. And I really like audio. I really like to play. I really like to record. I really like to work with other artists. And that's kind of been my thing. So I got my first job when I was 15. And part of the thing that we did in that job is I got to help DJ weddings. So I learned how to run just like basic PA. And I also learned how to like a little bit of instrument stuff, a little bit of stage stuff that way for like drum kits and guitar amps and such. And that really kind of ignited something. I really liked doing it. I worked at that job for about 4.5 years. Then I started volunteering at a local church, in which I volunteered on the worship team. And I was probably on that team for closer to 3 to 4 years before I was offered a position in which it was like a music director, but without having to know much of the theory and stuff behind it. And I had that job for probably about a year and a half of being the MD of this local church's youth group. At the beginning of 2020, my wife and I got married in April, COVID wedding, and things haven't been the easiest for me. And I think the reason that I want to share this with you is I guess I kind of want you to know what to expect out of my content, because it's not like there's a bunch of viewers or anything yet. Hopefully, I feel, and I've been feeling this way for a couple days, that I really want to just give fair expectations to you as potential viewers, but also fair expectations to me as a person. Shortly after COVID happened, I ended up having to go on disability for some medical stuff. Long story short, it started off as like pain, and then it went to like a lung condition, and then it went to like an OCD, ADHD, and like a PTSD from when I was younger. And as a result of all of that, I don't really have a good workflow. I know my body's not the best. It still hurts sometimes. But more than anything, and anyone who has a form of mental illness or is on the spectrum or anything can tell you that one of the more challenging things that comes with coming with the spectrum as well is masking, where you feel like you have to pretend that you're somebody else, or you have to like hide your symptoms. And I really like working with audio, and I really like making content, but I feel like the drive to be perfect very often just kind of keeps me in limbo of not actually doing like anything, because I feel like, oh, like it won't match the channel, or oh, like I have all these other things on the go, maybe I should just stick with them. And it very quickly just turns into me not doing anything. I am not going to have like a specific set niche. Like if I come into my studio one day and I'm like, man, on the way here I heard this bumping song, I want to do some drum stuff, then I'm gonna do some drum stuff. Same thing with guitar. If I'm like, man, I've just been practicing guitar and I really want to make some guitar content, I will. And I know that that is not going to be as uniform as some other content creators, but I feel like letting me be as most comfortable and creative will give the most benefit to me, but also to the content, because I just feel like at that point I just get to be the most creative and free as possible, rather than just feeling like because it's not perfect, then it doesn't deserve to be done, which isn't the truth. So there will be more content to come, but I just really wanted to make a quick update and just say hi. There's this one guy I met on Reddit, and he has sent me some of his work, and I'm very excited. I know that I haven't talked to him in like 3 months, but yeah, my goal for this channel is really just to collab, not even just collab, but to just meet other like-minded producers, to meet other like-minded musicians, to really hone my craft, to get better at what I like to do. I just want to enjoy what I do, rather than putting all these unnecessary and unrealistic expectations around myself for no reason. But yeah, other than that, like, if there's ever anything that you want to see, or if there's ever anything that like you're curious about, or any questions that you have about any gear or about my gear, or if you want further details on kind of some stuff that I've done, or if you just like, hey man, I like the song, blah blah blah, yeah, just hit me up. My goal is to make a pretty solid community that is just respectful and kind and full of information, you know, but also fun. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to say. In all of my content, I want to be 0% manipulative. I do not want clickbaity titles. I do not want clickbaity thumbnails. I do not just want to be popular by any means necessary. Kind of more my ideology when it comes to this is that I want to give you value, whether it's humor or whether I'm just like sending out samples that you guys can have, or answering questions, or fun, or just anything. Your time is not my commodity. And if you are spending your time here, I just want to say thank you. And I will do my best to respect you and not take advantage. I know you could be anywhere else. Otherwise, more content to come.